Hi everyone, have a pleasant stay in home. Today's class is RBI functions. I'm Dr. Srimati from Dr. Ambedkar Global Law Institute, Tirupati. Let us start with an introduction. So, RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, is the India's central bank, and the bank is responsible for the issue and supply of Indian rupee, and also the RBI is responsible for the regulations of Indian banking system. Already we have seen the Indian banking system. If you want, you can check the description box for the videos. And the RBI was established on the recommendations of Hilton Young Commission in the year 1926. The seal of RBI, it consists of tiger and palm tree. And firstly, this RBI was established in Calcutta, and then it was moved to Bombay on 1937. It is about an interesting information. The RBI of our country was the central bank for Burma, presently Myanmar, until April 1947. So RBI has a monopoly of note issue in the sense currency issue. So the present governor of RBI is Saktiganda Das. So the functions of RBI. So RBI has note issuing authority. Note means currency note. So the currency of country, it consists of 1 rupee notes as well as coins, different denomination of coins, which has been issued by Government of India. So the 1 rupee currency and coins are issued by Government of India only. And the balance currency is the coins and rupee notes are issued by Finance Ministry. And the currencies, like 10 rupee, 20 rupee, 50 rupee, 100 rupee, 200, 500 and 2000. So these are printed by RBI with RBI governor's signature. You can check it out. And as per the section 38 of RBI Act, the government puts into circulation of 1 rupee coin and notes through RBI only. RBI only they are doing this circulation. And so the RBI maintains certain reserves for issuing such a note. So initially it was used to keep 40% of gold reserves in its total assets. But since 1957, it has maintained only 200 crores of gold and foreign exchange reserves, of which the gold should be at the value of 115 crores. So the RBI will maintain the currency chest with the branches of SBI, State Bank of India Group, and government treasuries, sub-treasuries, and public sector banks. The RBI has to facilitate the expansion and contraction of currency in the country. RBI has Bankers Bank. This is about a second important function. The RBI is the banker to the bank. That is all banks, different banks, the banks like commercial banks, cooperative banks, rural banks, RRBs, and so these banks are included in the second schedule to the Reserve Bank of India Act 1934. So there are some conditions. Okay, all the banks cannot be listed in the schedule. So some conditions should be satisfied by the banks to include in the schedule. So what are the conditions? Means they have to maintain a minimum value of paid up capital, and they have to maintain certain cash reserves. So what does the minimum paid up capital means? Scheduled bank must have a paid up capital and the reserves of an aggregate value not less than 5 lakhs. So RBI has the central bank and it is authorized statutorily to require scheduled banks to deposit with a stipulated ratio laying between 3 to 15% of net total liabilities, bank's liability, and to control monetary and credit policies. This is about the RBI has authorized to do with the commercial banks, and also known as CRR, cash reserve ratio. Every day Every time the Reserve Bank of India used to announce related to this CRR and SLR. And the RBI also enjoys extensive powers. So what is the power means? It has the power to supervision, regulation and control over the commercial banks as well as cooperative banks. So what are the functions? It is done with commercial and cooperative banks means the establishment of the banks, that is issuing licenses to that bank and branch expansions, then liquidity of their assets, then management and methods of working, how it is to be, and amalgamation and reconstruction and liquidation. So these are being done for the interest of the depositors. So lender of last resort. So as a banker to banks, the RBI acts as a lender of last resort. So the RBI can come to rescue of the bank, which is about a very much solvent, but the bank faces temporary liquidity problem that they can't pay off immediately. That problem, liquidity problem. So by supplying it with much needed liquidity, when when the RBI will rescue, when no one else is willing to extend the credit to the bank. Okay, so other banks is not willing to extend credit to the bank, then the RBI will come to the rescue of that particular bank, which is very much solvent. And the Reserve Bank of India extends its facility to protect the interest of the depositors of the bank and to prevent the possibility failure of the bank. Okay, so that's why it comes as a rescue. And the balance functions, it has more. So the balance functions continues in the next video. Until then, it's bye from Srimati. Thank you.